Life has a way of breaking us. Sometimes it's loss, sometimes betrayal. Sometimes it's our own mistakes that leave us shattered on the floor. But listen carefully. Rock bottom is not your grave. It's the foundation on which you can rebuild your life. And in these moments of darkness, when hope feels distant, we can turn to the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy forged in hardship, perfected in adversity, and designed not for the lecture hall, but for real life. The Stoics didn't hide from suffering. They faced it head-on. They believed that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can always control our response. As the philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. If your life feels like it's in ruins, you're in the right place." Today I'm going to share 10 Stoic principles that will help you rebuild yourself from the ground up, with greater clarity, discipline, and inner peace than you ever imagined. These are not abstract theories. These are practical tools you can use today to transform your thinking, master your emotions, and design a new, unshakable foundation for your life. Because you don't have to stay broken, you can become stronger at the broken places. So grab a pen, open your mind, and get ready to learn wisdom that has stood the test of thousands of years, from Marcus Aurelius to Seneca to Epictetus, so you can apply it right now in your daily struggles and triumphs. And before we dive in, if you find value in this journey, please like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future insights. Also, leave a comment below. Tell us, which Stoic principle do you think will help you most right now? Your engagement not only supports this channel, it also builds a community of people committed to self-mastery and wisdom. Now let's begin. Chapter 1. Control what you can, accept what you cannot. Let's begin with the first and most essential Stoic principle. Control what you can, accept what you cannot. This idea is simple, but living it can change your life. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic teachers, taught, "Some things are up to us and some things are not." He wasn't offering an excuse to give up. He was giving us freedom from frustration, rage, and needless suffering. Think about your own life for a moment. How often do you obsess over what other people think of you? How much time have you spent worrying about the past? How many sleepless nights have you lost imagining worst-case scenarios you can't control? We often surrender our peace to things we can't change. But Stoicism says, draw a clear line. Ask yourself, is this within my power? If the answer is yes, act with all your might. If the answer is no, accept it, adapt, and move forward. Because resistance to the uncontrollable is the root of so much of our misery. Imagine you lose your job. You can't change that it happened, but you can control your reaction. You can wallow in self-pity, or you can update your resume, learn new skills, and apply for better opportunities. That's Stoicism in action. Don't waste energy cursing the storm. Use that energy to build a better boat. Many men struggle with this. We want to fix everything. We want to control outcomes. When life doesn't obey us, we feel like failures, but you are not a failure for losing what you couldn't control. You are only a failure if you refuse to control what you can. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Reinhold Niebuhr, often quoted in modern Stoic circles, Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you truly absorb this, you'll feel lighter. You'll stop fighting battles you can't win, and focus on winning the ones that matter." Each morning, take 2 minutes and ask, what's in my control today? What's outside my control? Commit to spending 0 energy on the second list. Over time, you'll find your anxiety falling away, your decisions becoming clearer, and your sense of purpose growing stronger. Don't let what you can't change destroy what you can build. Don't let what you can't control break the man you can become. You have power, more than you realize, but only if you learn where that power truly lies. Drop a comment below. What's one thing you finally decided to stop fighting and start focusing on? Chapter 2. Embrace voluntary discomfort. Let's move to the second Stoic principle that will help you rebuild your life. Embrace voluntary discomfort. This isn't about punishing yourself, it's about training yourself. The Stoics believed that comfort breeds weakness, luxury makes you soft. Taking the easy road leaves you unprepared for the hard one. Seneca wrote, "Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition I feared?'" What did he mean? He meant practicing poverty, hardship, discomfort voluntarily. Why? Because if you can be calm and strong with less, you'll never be at the mercy of losing more. If you can endure hardship by choice, you'll be unbreakable when hardship chooses you. Think of the man who chooses cold showers. Not for fun, but to teach himself. I don't need comfort to act. Or the man who fasts for 24 hours, not as punishment, but to prove to himself, hunger will not master me. Or the man who lives below his means even when he earns more, to ensure wealth never owns him. Because strength is built in training, and the best training is to make yourself do hard things before life forces them on you. Many of us are living lives of quiet weakness. We're so used to softness, instant gratification, convenience, that any disruption shatters us. We panic if our paycheck is late. We rage if someone insults us online. We break down when our plans fall apart. But imagine a man who has trained himself to endure discomfort daily. Life can't surprise him. Pain can't break him. Loss can't enslave him. He knows he can live with less. He knows he can endure more. He knows he is free. Epictetus taught his students, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Even social discomfort, embarrassment, rejection was to be embraced for growth. Choose one small discomfort daily. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Wake up earlier than you want. Skip the fancy coffee. Have the difficult conversation. These are not grand gestures, but they forge unshakable character. Don't avoid discomfort. Seek it. Make it your ally. Because the man who chooses hard things when he doesn't have to is ready for anything when he has no choice. Drop a comment below. What's one hard thing you'll choose to face today? Chapter 3. Master your emotions before they master you. Now let's talk about one of the most transformative Stoic principles. Master your emotions before they master you. The Stoics never said you should feel nothing. They weren't robots. They understood anger, fear, grief, and desire are part of being human. What they taught is that uncontrolled emotion is the enemy of reason and the destroyer of peace. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Your emotions are your responsibility. No one else can regulate them for you." Think of the last time anger ruined your day. Maybe someone insulted you at work. Instead of responding calmly, you exploded. You said things you regret. You burned a bridge. Or maybe fear stopped you from taking a chance. You wanted to ask for that promotion, start that business, talk to that woman, but you let fear decide for you. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." We let anxiety invent catastrophes. We let anger convince us of enemies. We let envy make us hate our friends. The Stoic response? Pause, observe, question your emotions before you obey them. Is this emotion helping me or harming me? Is it true or exaggerated? Am I reacting or am I choosing? Because the truth is, you can't always choose how you feel immediately, but you can always choose what you do next. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late. Your blood boils. You're pounding the steering wheel, but rage won't move the cars. You can either let the emotion control you, or you can take a breath, accept what you can't control, and arrive safely without ruining your day. Or think of an argument with a partner. They say something hurtful, Your instinct is to retaliate. But if you pause, if you master that fire, you might respond with understanding or walk away before real damage is done. When you feel anger rising, count to 10 slowly before speaking. When anxiety strikes, write down your worst fear. Most of the time, seeing it on paper reveals how small it really is. When envy bites, list 3 things you're grateful for. These simple practices can change everything. Many men think emotions are weakness. That's wrong. Emotions are power, but power without control is destruction. A man who masters his emotions is unshakable. He is trusted, respected, followed, because he isn't a slave to anger, fear, or desire. He is their master. The strongest man in the room is not the loudest. It's the one who can stay calm when everyone else loses their head. That can be you, but you have to practice every single day. Drop a comment below. How do you stay calm when emotions rise? Chapter C4. Live according to your values, not your impulses. Our final principle today is one of the most powerful for rebuilding your life. Live according to your values, not your impulses. The Stoics taught that true freedom is not doing whatever you want in the moment. It's living in alignment with your highest principles, even when it's hard. As Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Look at the world today. People chase instant gratification. The next dopamine hit from social media. The next drink, the next meal, the next purchase. The easiest path in every moment. But this doesn't build a life of meaning. It builds regret. It builds addiction to comfort. It builds a hollow man. Consider a man who wants to get in shape. He knows his values: health, discipline, self-respect. But every day he faces impulses: sleep in, eat junk, skip the workout. If he obeys those impulses, he betrays his values. He becomes weaker, not stronger. He doesn't fail once. He fails every day. He abandons what he claims to believe. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Your values aren't for talking about, they're for living. Ask yourself, what do I stand for? What do I want my life to mean? What would the best version of me do in this moment? Because impulses will always pull you down to your lowest self, but values will lift you toward your highest. Impulses say, take the easy way. Values say, take the right way. Impulses are short-term. Values are forever. If you want to rebuild your life, you must decide who you want to be. Not who you feel like being in a weak moment. Not who the world tries to make you, but who you choose to become. Because no Stoic principle works if you don't have values to guide you. No discipline matters if you don't know what you're fighting for. Character is fate, the ancient Greeks said. The choices you make become the man you are, and the man you are shapes the life you live. Write down your top 5 values. Courage, honesty, discipline, compassion, wisdom, or any that matter to you. Each night, review your day. Did you act on them? Where did you fail? How will you improve? This practice alone can transform your life. Not in theory, in reality. Don't let life push you around like a leaf in the wind. Be the oak. Stand firm in your values. Even when it's hard, especially when it's hard, that is how you rebuild yourself into a man of unshakable character. That is how you live like a true Stoic. Drop a comment below. What's one core value you want to live by starting today?